When it comes to a sensible value for money diesel hatchback, that category we feel has been dominated by the Ford FIGO ever since it was launched, and it's been our pick too in that category. But now it's got some serious competition by way of that, the Nissan MICRA diesel. The Nissan MICRA was launched first with only a petrol motor. Now with the diesel engine under the hood, this cutesy car should get a lot more attention. Styling remains unchanged, and it's only the Tdci badge at the rear that sets it apart from the petrol variant. Of course, this top-end X3 premium variant on our hands here comes with the 15-inch alloy wheels. The FIGO, like the other MICRA variants, comes with 14-inch steel wheels, and nothing has changed on the FIGO since its launch. Its sharp face and familiar-looking rear has now become a common sight on Indian roads. Now when it comes to the look, I'd much rather be seen in a FIGO, but if I was a girl, I'd probably think more about the MICRA. Get inside and the MICRA makes quite an impression. It certainly comes with quite a bit of equipment, like push-button start, automatic climate control, tilt-adjustable steering, powered folding mirrors, and a nice spacious feel. The seats though could do with more side support and back support. However, there's just no getting away that the colors and the design give the MICRA a very upmarket feel. The FIGO may not have the cheery or the airy feel that you get in the MICRA, but on the practical front, it's hard to fault it because it is comfortable. The seat, for instance, is set high, so you have good support on your legs. The seats are also well sculpted. They have good support and cushioning, so on the move you don't slide around. You feel nicely planted in the seat, and that makes you quite comfortable in the back or in the front. The headroom though doesn't feel as much as in the MICRA. The FIGO doesn't feel as fancy as the MICRA. It feels more functional. You get powered mirrors, but with manual folding. The air conditioning is manual too. There's no tilt adjust on the steering. Music system may look plain, but it comes with Bluetooth connectivity. More importantly, the FIGO comes with 2 airbags and ABS. The MICRA sadly comes with only one driver airbag and no ABS, even on the top-end variant. Will the MICRA have the edge out on the streets with its 1.5 Tdci motor? Despite the slight difference in displacement, the MICRA and the FIGO seem quite closely matched in terms of engine. The FIGO comes with its superb 1.4 Tdci motor with 68 bhp on tap. The MICRA borrows its 1.5 Tdci motor from the Logan, and just as in the Logan, it develops 64 bhp of power. But when it comes to the all-important torque, both cars have the same 16.2 kg of torque at 2000 rpm. But what gives the MICRA the edge is its weight. It's nearly 120 kilos lighter than the FIGO. Up until now, it's been Ford's FIGO that's been the benchmark in this class when it comes to the engine and drivability. But now it's been edged out by just a little bit by the Nissan MICRA's new diesel engine. It's because the MICRA's engine feels more free-revving. It's got a linear power delivery, which means it's really quite nippy to drive. So out on the road, the MICRA has an advantage. Its free-revving engine helps it accelerate from 0 to 60 in 6 seconds. The FIGO trails by half a second. At 100, the gap increases to almost a second, as the MICRA's motor revs more freely and uses its taller gearing to pull longer in each gear. Even in the India acceleration test for overtaking maneuvers, the MICRA in 3rd gear goes from 20 to 80 in 12.2 seconds. The FIGO is slower by 3 seconds. The run in 4th gear from 40 to 100 takes the MICRA 15.5 seconds. The FIGO takes 80. So it's the MICRA that establishes itself as the rightful benchmark as far as engine and performance is concerned. But can the MICRA press its advantage in terms of suspension as well? The Nissan comes with a McPherson strut at the front and torsion beam at the rear. It has been said to offer an incredibly pliant and comfortable ride for city dwellers. The FIGO 2 has the same setup, but it's not quite the same as the MICRA.
The MICRA has a supple low-speed ride, and in comparison the FIGO feels slightly on the firmer side. But overall, if you have to pick between the two, it's the FIGO that's the better car to be in over a wider range of conditions. It doesn't get upset whether the road is bad, whether you're at high speed or low, just remains flat and keeps you comfortable.
And the FIGO carries on to claw back ground in the handling stakes too. It just shows remarkable confidence when shoved into a corner.
Now when it comes to handling, it seems you can't go wrong with Ford. FIGO might be a value for money car, but there's no skimping on the fun factor. It's just got this nice steering with good weight, good feel. It's really nippy in that sense. And the suspension, it's got so much grip on tap that you can really chuck it around corners. On a practical side, what's good is that at high speeds, the car just doesn't get upset. So it just feels so composed, leaving you unruffled.
The MICRA in comparison feels reluctant. It rolls around corners and doesn't turn as well as you would like. The tires start to squeal quite early, and at highway speeds, it just doesn't feel as composed as the FIGO. And with diesel buyers typically doing long distances, this is a very important factor. So the FIGO definitely has the edge here. In terms of fuel efficiency, the MICRA diesel proves to be quite impressive. Its nippy and responsive engine make it more fuel efficient in the city. Its taller gearing also helps it to be more efficient out on the highway. So the MICRA certainly has the edge here. But when you look at it in its entirety, the FIGO has one huge ace up its sleeve. The MICRA and the FIGO top-end variants have a difference of about 70,000 rupees. But in a closest spec-to-spec comparison is the MICRA Diesel XV and the FIGO ZXi that match up. And there the difference is about 57,000 rupees.
So the MICRA's come in all guns blazing with its peppy new engine, more upmarket interiors, just feels a little bit more lavish. But when you're looking at a car that's practical, comfortable and good to use in a wide range of conditions, then it's still the FIGO that's ticking off all the check boxes. It's got comfortable, spacious interiors. The diesel motor may not be the benchmark anymore, but it is definitely still a great motor, good for everyday use. And when you factor in on top of all of that, its price tag, then there's no doubt about it. The FIGO, it's still on top.